You're here, I'm here. Let's get started. Today we are playing a game called Strange Antiquities, and if you notice, this is just a demo. The full game will be released on September 17th. So if you like what you see here, maybe go check it out. Now, when I found this game, I did look into it just a little bit and I found out it's the second game from a development team that is two brothers from the UK. And I guess they had some really great success with their other game called Strange Horticulture. Haven't heard of it, haven't played it, but there is a free demo for that available as well. From what I could gather, this is not a sequel. So we shouldn't miss anything from not playing Strange Horticulture first, but it does look like there's a little bit of crossover in the characters for people who have played the previous one. But let's go ahead and start. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there's a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, Strange Antiquities, in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings. Well, that is really loud on my end. Hopefully my audio holds up. A circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Day one, Thursday. All right, let's see what we got here real quickly before we click that bell. I know that's what we're supposed to do. We got a cute little kitty, of course. We love to see that. Oh, we can pet the kitty. Let's pet the kitty. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Before we get too crazy, we've got hold, so we can move stuff around. Oh, okay. And we can inspect. I. This will probably come in handy later. Let's go ahead and click the bell. Eli White. I have been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Oh, okay, thanks. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. Okay, Eli. Guess you don't trust us in your shop. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. And remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. Oh, well, you know that means we're going to, right? In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. That's not how this goes. I should be back in a few days. Thanks, Eli. Use arrow keys or WASD to navigate your shop. Ah, okay. Ooh. Wonder what happens there. Well, he did recommend having a look at our index first. So let's do that. Contents. Ecumenical, Aries Remnant, Binding Seed. I'm assuming these are things that we can discover. Oh, no, this is... Oh, okay. Wait, hold on, I wasn't done. Is it as we find them they get checked off? Okay, here's our index. Blackheart. These must be... I'm assuming we can combine some things? Yeah, and we probably get different... I don't know what we get. Different artifacts. Let's see what's going on here since it's got the little... The thaumaturge, Eli White. Eli is a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of Strange Antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side, a side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. Aww. Visits day one. Okay, so this is just a recap of what he's told us. We've got Jupiter over here. What's going on with Jupiter? Devourer of souls. Jupiter. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. See, we got files here. Nothing in our files. Day 1, Thursday. I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Well, that was a bit dramatic. This is our gauge for what? So maybe the more spooky stuff we do, the farther up we get? Move the cursor over different parts of the object to inspect it. Color and composition, a sense of touch, scent and sound, inner perception. So, click to edit. Why would I want to change the label? Okay. Interesting. Color and composition. Color and composition of what? This is clay? Quartz, clay. Okay, so it's telling me... Wait, hold on. I wasn't done. These markings have been carved in. Spongy. Oh. Hard and somewhat rough. Oh. It's cool, each little thing. Scent and sound. Pungent. Okay. Inner perception, I have nothing to remark. Huh. Okay. Let's go ahead and ring the bell and then see what we have to do. Thomas Pope, congratulations. Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. Okay, thanks. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Hunter's boon. Use right-click to inspect them, yes. Wait. Oh, I can inspect him. Interesting. Can we move our book out of the way for a second? Maybe. Okay. Guess we gotta check our book. Hunter's boon, let's see. A hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Okay, knowing that just makes me think this is supposed to be a straightforward one. Hunter's boon. It said taken from animals. It's probably this one. What is this? Yellowy brown. Smooth. Okay, I'm not going to read everything, but let's just assume this is what he wants. Identified. Nice. This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. Cool. Ossic ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Corshun, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say they can hear Corshun's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. Wait, I wanted... you can add labels to items while inspecting them using... Yeah, I saw that. Why would I want to label everything? Go back here. I want to see this one. The Serpent Goddess. Okay. I also noticed the clock here is counting down. Is it? Is it actually moving? I don't know. Do I run out of time if I take too long? Oh, there's a... What's the button do? The moon? Ah, it's ringing the bell. Jupiter would, I don't know if you like that one. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. Ah, a creeping dark has set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. Shadow hold. We know how this goes. We should check our book. And a shadow hold is what? A shadow hold or oshadic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box that can be used to contain an oshadic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. The shadow catcher design. This looks like the clay bottle we were looking at, doesn't it? Or am I making this up? Oh no, it might be this one. Oh no, that was wrong. And see, our thing's gone down. Up, down. That wasn't the item I'm looking for. I should slow down and think this through more carefully. Then it is. Wait. Let's go back to our book. Yes. Isn't that. That is. Alright, man. Here you go. I don't know. I should have paid attention. It literally said a container, and I tried to give him an amulet. This item is a container of some kind. The design on the bottle is the same as the sketch. Yep. Cool. Sunbond. A sunbond is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. There's an auto-labeling option if adding labels by hand isn't your thing. I did turn on auto-labeling in my settings before we started, which I think is the move for me. I didn't really want to label everything myself. Can we do anything else with Jupiter? We just keep petting him. What is this? Why is this one down here? Cool and smooth, hard and somewhat rough. How's our time looking? Is it actually moving? I don't think it is. I think it's just ticking, but it must be a certain number of customers per day. David Schaefer. What's with all these ravens flying around Undermere today? I can't remember even seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Oh, he's the courier, huh? Okay, what you got? What do you have, postman? Can we inspect it first? Oh. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Charlie Weathers. This is my letter. Can I just put it on the shelf? Sure. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark on important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later, and I wanted to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. Alright, which of these is going to be a moon heart, if you had to guess? Moon heart, moon heart, moon... Is there no moon heart? What could she mean by a moon heart? That looks like someone's going to be in there. Oh, we have this. Oh, hey! How do we... Oh. Oh, I forgot! Wait! We have more things! That doesn't seem very moon heart-like, right? Well, that's gross. White paint. That's got a moon on it, but that can't be it. Unless it is? Let's try that. Do I think that's the moon heart? Probably not. Nope. Moon heart. Let's have a look at our book again. So if it's not one of these, maybe it's just listed somewhere in here? Moon moose. Selenic totem. Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. I mean, I had a moon on the tree, but that was wrong. An owl? Do we have an owl? Oh, we do have an owl. Yeah? Hey. This is a carved totem. The owl is associated with the night. There we go. It bears a concealed crescent shape. Ah, yeah, in the brow. Okay. Using the closer inspect tool tells me it imparts a feeling of joy. Evocant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. I did see in the description of this game that you don't have to help everyone correctly, and then if you do it wrong, it has impacts on the game. So I wonder how that works, because it feels like just figure out the thing, right? Edmund Bishop. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. And they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there and I'd like to know what. You think I know? I'm just watching the shop. A voice of Cernunnos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Voice of Cernunnos. Alright. The name Voice of Cernunnos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. Cernunnos wearing his torque. So it's this little crescent thing, which we know is the one over here. Here you go, man. No! What? Wait a minute. I was too cocky. I was too confident. We gotta look at the book again. Wearing his torque. Maybe it's this necklace. I was looking down here. It might be this. Antlers. Staff. Snake. Necklace. Oh, yep. It'll be this. I'm curious what happens. This item is made of bronze. A similar looking item appears around the neck of Cernunnos in the sketch. Spirit Eye. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into the world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. End of day. The clock didn't actually move, but that's okay. It is the end of day 1. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Back Barrow. Continue. What's going on? Oh, that's cute. You can kind of engrave it yourself. I like that. What are we making here? Shackles. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Okay. Day 2, Friday. Oh, we've got it down here as a card. What's new? Bishop is the ornithologist. Edmund Bishop, the 14th Lord of Gleeston Castle, is a man of wealth and privilege like the 13 before him. He is a man who would be easy to despise, as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. His students learn to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local owl species or quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Honestly, I took Latin and we would do the same. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. Ah, the weather's changed. That's nice. I like the green. Time is the same. We are back in the green. Aw, Jupiter's sleeping. Jupiter, so cute. Verona Green. Ah, well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturgist left his apprentice in charge. Okay. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Yeah, it was, a little bit. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out of the wrong side of bed. These ravens have got under my skin, is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Ooh, we got another book. Let's read the book. Thalamic disciplines. There are 3 branches of thaumaturgy. Each of these is split into 2 disciplines represented by the following symbols. This is going to get complicated. Imbuements. Elements. Materials. Mundane elements. There's a lot in this book. Seasons. Weather. Wicca. That's the whole book. I have a feeling we will need that. Can we put both our books up here? Keep them organized? Or do we want them next to the hand? Here. Move the hand over. Book. Book. See what we have to say about Verona. The occult scholar. Verona has been a constant in Undermere for as long as the streets have had cobblestones and the churches have had bell towers. Wow, you're saying she's like old, super old. She is respected and feared, which she revels in, and she is revered and admired, which she tolerates. Her knowledge of the occult world is second to none, and her expertise has steered the citizens of Undermere away from catastrophe on more than one occasion. The near misses of the Selenic flame and the Woken Dendru are 2 such events that spring to mind. She is of the opinion that no problem is so great, no obstacle so insurmountable, that it can't be diminished by a properly brewed pot of tea. I wonder how much of this relates to the previous one, or if it's all brand new. But either way, I like it. Tess Sherwood. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horned shackle might be the answer. Horned shackle. Well, it should be in our book then, if it's got a name, right? Horned shackle. Ah, okay. Horn shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. Alright, then, if I had to guess, we are looking at this one. No! The horns! Unless it's this. Do we take that chance? Yeah, why not? Who's gonna stop us? Nope. Is it really gonna be like the little goat guy? You know what, though? I do like that it's not super obvious what it's supposed to be. Horns. It has to have horns. We've already done that one, which is wrong. We've done that one, which is wrong. The only other thing with horns, then, there's no way it's gonna be that. Now, maybe it's the goat. We'll give the goat a try. It is the goat. Okay. This item has horns. It sure does. Closer inspection reveals that the horns have been worn smooth. So you really should investigate if you want to get it right on the first time. A vestiger? Visager? I don't know. Can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. I like how Jupiter jumps with the bell. It's cute. At least the weather's looking a little bit better out there today. Yeah, what's up, David? How you doing? Another letter for us. All right, who's talking to us this time? Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours for the right price, of course. Kind regards, John Royston. Next one. Stanley Hume. I want an Ossic ring. Ossic. That's pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Why does he talk like that? Ossic ring. That is what again? Snakes. Does he just like snakes? Do I see any snakes? Not immediately. That kind of looks like a snake, no? Ossic ring. Are Ossic rings actual rings? Bone. Hard. Coarse fibers. Ah, see? Soft sound like a serpent's whisper. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be the bones. There you go, sir. Made of bone, this item satisfies the description of macabre. Closer inspection confirms that a hissing noise can indeed be heard. You are welcome. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. Who's next? Daisy Winters. A friend of mine, or former friend I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. Oh no, girl. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. So what are you gonna do? Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? We need a bad pendant. Binding Seed and Zaya? Ah, I will need to make a choice. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. Worn about the neck to place them closer to the heart, these innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia that can be difficult to remove. Zayas are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. These items are made of 2 distinct materials representing the mentic and the wixic, the mind and the body. The winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. The binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. So we've got the option to either make her feel guilty or make her go paranoid. I'm gonna be nice on this one. That kind of looks like the image, right? She did want a necklace though. How do I know which is which? I don't think it's gonna be this guy. Green marble, iron, intricate detailing, cool and smooth. The U labyrinth. Wait, this is you, isn't it? Yes. Okay, this is the one we want. Here you go. We figured it out. Bam! Binding seed. This item is made of 2 materials, wood and stone. It features a spiral surrounding a seed. We got it. Eventually, we got it. Shield charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An Oshadic spirit or wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Emmett Burrows. They found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. Oh, okay. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that were going to give me nightmares. Is he dead? All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedberg, and we'll be taking a libula to see us safely through. Who are you that you're looking at weird men? Libulae are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, as well as the old thaumaturges knew well. We need the wisdom imbuement, which is what? Wisdom is that one. Do we have anything that immediately comes to mind with that on it? No, not those. Oh, here you go. Easy. Yep, symbol of wisdom. Witch's finger. Witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body, a most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. There you are, sir. Be safe. We finished day 2. Thanks for playing the Strange Antiquities demo. There's a lot more to uncover in the full version of the game, more gameplay elements to discover that we won't spoil for you here, more secrets to unearth, and a sinister plot involving ancient deities, dark articles, and a meddlesome priest that will lead to one of several unique endings. There you have it. We have gotten through the demo together. I actually really enjoyed this. I don't know if there's going to be any sort of crafting element to it later, if you have to combine things to get what people want, or if it's just strictly find the strange antiquity that they're requesting based on the information they give you. But clearly, there is a cabinet we need to unlock, there's the hidden box that we kept popping up and down, and I'm intrigued. I'm very curious what's going on in this town. I did see there's maybe some map that you can also reference in regards to Undermere itself in the full game. But I thoroughly enjoyed this. For being made by two brothers, it is very, very well done, and I do recommend it. As a reminder, you can get the free demo of this now on Steam, along with the other game they have created called Strange Horticulture. Full version of Strange Horticulture, of course, is out. Strange Antiquities will be available on September 17th. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.